Something was wrong with the groom, and nobody was saying it out loud. Orin kept glancing toward the tree line. Not at Nessa, not at the fire, the tree line. Tarn saw it too, and said nothing. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why Orin couldn't stop looking at those trees, and it has nothing to do with cold feet.
Imagine your wedding gets rained out today. Annoying. You move it indoors. Now imagine there is no indoors. 50,000 years ago, a storm on your wedding day wasn't a scheduling problem. It was a test of whether 30 people would still be alive by morning. The fire was lit. The whole tribe had gathered. Orin and Nessa were finally getting married. Senu, the elder, raised his staff and spoke the oldest words the tribe knew. Tarn stood at Orin's side. Yela stood at Nessa's. Even Van was there. Apart. But there, for one moment, the entire tribe smiled at the same thing at the same time. That almost never happened. And it wouldn't last.
No open bar, no first dance, the big romantic gesture. Orin handed Nessa the best cut of meat he'd ever hunted. Bodo whispered what everyone was thinking. Wait, is that it? Tarn had to cover the kid's mouth. But mid-laugh, Orin's eyes flicked back to the tree line. Again.
Then the wind changed, all at once, like the sky itself had exhaled. The fire bent sideways. Senu stopped mid-sentence. Everyone else turned to the horizon in shock. Orin didn't. He'd already been looking at it the entire ceremony. The first drop felt like nothing. By the 10th, it was a wall of water. The fire, the only warmth and protection for 30 people, started dying in real time. Yela grabbed Nessa's hand and pulled her toward shelter. This wasn't a rainy night anymore. This was an emergency, and one person already knew it was coming. Bodo was still outside, chasing a rolling water skin, right as the ground beneath him began to slide. Tarn saw it half a second before anyone else. He ran straight into the wall of rain and grabbed Bodo just as the ground gave way beneath him. He never hesitated. Here's why Orin already knew. Hours earlier, he'd watched a flock of birds abandon the tree line all at once. Low, fast, together. He'd felt the air go still in a way that usually comes before something breaks. He said nothing, afraid that raising an alarm on his own wedding day would look like doubt. Reading environmental cues like this was a real, trainable survival skill for hunter-gatherer groups, documented in anthropological studies of traditional communities today. Orin wasn't guessing. He knew. He just didn't say it in time. With the fire nearly out, the tribe formed a human wall, bodies pressed together, hides stretched overhead. Not to celebrate, to survive. Van found dry tinder in a hollow log and got the fire breathing again. The same instinct that led Otzi, the 5,000-year-old Iceman, to carry a dedicated fire-starting kit wherever he went. Losing a fire wasn't inconvenient. It could be fatal. Orin and Nessa, married less than an hour, spent their first night as a couple holding a shelter together, instead of holding each other alone.
Here's what should genuinely surprise you. Anthropologist Polly Wiesner studied a modern hunter-gatherer group and found that nighttime conversations, forced together around a fire, shifted dramatically towards storytelling and shared meaning, nothing like daytime talk. A storm like this one may have done exactly that, trapped a tribe together with nowhere to go but each other. By morning, the storm was gone. Orin and Nessa were still standing exactly where they'd started, married, soaked, bonded to an entire tribe before their wedding night was even over. And Orin never made the same mistake twice. If this blew your mind, subscribe.